true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you so.
All right, so we're gonna talk to Trayson McKinney. You all know Trayson is a good dude. We're gonna talk to him about what it means to lift up. But before we talk to him, I thought it would be good. He's a runner. He does this thing called cross country. I'm not familiar with it. I don't know what the objective of the game is, but I decided I would try to live and think like a runner. So we are in these amazing shorts that I guess you wear when you run. So tell us, what is the objective of this game?
Of the game of cross country?
Sure.
All right. Well, pretty much you want to run a distance faster than everyone around you.
Do we do anything while we're running? Is there any?
You got to breathe.
Okay.
kind of
Breathe. There's no obstacle. There's no ball involved.
No.
Okay.
Just survive.
So apparently we're just gonna run. How far are we gonna do this for?
Ooh, that's up to you.
Well, I mean, how far is normal? What do you usually do? Like
Today's like these, we do like 5 to 10
5 to 10 what? Feet?
Miles.
Okay. Let's do that then.
Yo, VIP. Let's kick it. Ice, ice, baby.
Hold on, I'm gonna dry heave. How far did I make it?
Well, the school's right about there, so 50 yards maybe?
Yes.
Hey everybody, Mr. Love, Trayson McKinney here, and just before we get started, I want to assure you that I am wearing pants again. No more cross-country shorts. That was a poor idea. I'm going to leave the running to the experts, apparently. And so I wanted to tell you something really cool that I heard about Trayson and have him kind of talk about that. I got this email a while back saying that Trayson had created a kind of a unique partnership with one of our intermediate school students named Rachel, and I just want him to tell you a little bit about kind of how that came to be and what he's learned through that. So if you would just tell us a little bit, Trayson, kind of the general idea of what you've been doing with Rachel over at the intermediate school.
Well, first, the whole reason that it started was it was after a cross-country practice, and Coach Newcomb works at the intermediate school.
Yeah.
And she told us that there's this girl at the intermediate school that wanted to join the 100-mile club that they have.
Yeah.
But she needed someone to walk with. And so at first I was like, maybe. I think that could be cool. But I kind of blew it off for a while, and then it came back and really hit me that, I feel like this would mean a lot to her.
Yeah.
Because the whole reason she needed someone to walk with her is because she's completely blind. Yeah. So she can't walk on her own.
Yeah.
So
she would need somebody to guide her around the track.
And so I thought, I don't do anything else in the mornings before school. Might as well, get my lazy butt out of bed and go uplift someone.
Yes.
So on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I'll go to the intermediate school and at 7:30, and if they're outside, I'll go out there. But recently it's been too cold, so they haven't been out there. So I'll go out there, meet Rachel, and then we'll just start walking around the track and just joking and laughing, and I was very surprised because I expected her to be a little shy.
Yeah.
But she's one of the most outspoken, funny, just great kids to be around.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome. So, and I'm sure, she appreciates you, but, we've talked about this a little bit, and it sounds like you've actually really benefited from, lifting her up by coming and being, the person to walk her around the track and jog with her. But it sounds like you've really benefited a lot from it too. So could you just speak to that a little bit?
Yeah. I knew I knew that she would appreciate it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I feel good about that I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
And then I got out there, and the first lap we walked around was something that I'll never forget, because to me before that it was just, we're just walking, and then I'm like, wait, this is a girl that she's always relying upon people to move. And now we're walking around a big track, you know. I was like, this is so amazing. And then a couple days later, we jogged our first lap together. And it was just such an amazing, almost undescribable feeling, because normally it's something she wouldn't be able to do. So I was making it possible for her to do something that she couldn't normally do.
Yeah, she was empowered by you helping her. Yeah, and you were feeling the benefit of knowing what you're doing was helping somebody else.
Yeah. And whenever she started jogging, like I was like almost on the verge of tears, like, of happiness, because I couldn't describe the feeling. It's a feeling I'll never forget now, and I feel like everyone should at least feel that moment at some point in their life, because there's nothing else like it.
That's very cool. Well, you know, thinking about that as an example to the rest of us, you know, what encouragement would you give to other people around here when you think, you know, how we can lift each other up? And that's what we want to do. We want to lift up as Liberators. What would you encourage people to do around here?
Just, if you see a need in the community or see a need of a friend, don't be shy. Actually go out there and do something about it, you know. Sitting back on the sidelines, you may not feel bad about it, but you don't get the satisfaction of helping. And what's something that may be really small to you could mean the world to someone else.
That's awesome. Well, I appreciate it, man. Like I said, this is just a great example, and there are a million ways we can lift each other up, but I love the fact that Trayson was pointing out we need to be looking out for each other. We need to be keeping our eyes up and seeing when there's a need, and when there's a need and meeting it. So thanks, Trayson.
Thanks for having me.
Y'all, so we got to talk with Trayson yesterday, and today I am here with Coach Newcomb and Coach Howard and Rachel Cohen, and we are just going to ask a few questions about Trayson and let these fine ladies talk him up a bit for you. So first off, Coach Newcomb and Coach Howard, you guys have interacted with Trayson quite a bit. Could you tell us what you appreciate about him and what he's been doing over here?
I just appreciate the fact that when I took the idea to the cross-country team, Coach Howard had asked me if anybody would be willing to come over and be Rachel's running buddy. I took it to the cross-country team and told them, think about it as soon as our season was over, and they were willing to give up some time. If somebody was willing to come over early in the mornings and join Rachel to let me know, and I had just barely made it home, and Trayson had said, I want to do that. That is what I want to do. And he kept after me, when are we going to do it, when are we going to do it? And so I just appreciate his willingness and the want to. I mean, he knew immediately that he wanted to invest in Rachel.
That's cool. Coach Howard, anything you'd add to that?
Yeah, just a great kid. He jumped right in there and helps out, and just a pleasure to get to know, and I just love his heart. So super excited about helping Rachel reach her goals.
That's awesome. Well, Rachel, can you tell us a little bit about what you appreciate about Trayson?
Sure. I think I appreciate he did he did all the hard work, like he walked with me kind of like every week twice, and I really appreciate he was willing to do that, because that can give us both interact together, and we also enjoy talking to each other. So I really enjoy he willing to try to spend take much as his time, and willing to spend time with me, and
Well, you know what, he when I was talking to him yesterday, he told me how much he appreciated the chance to hang out with you and how much fun he has when he comes over and walks and runs with you. So a big thank you from Trayson, and we just wanted you all to meet Rachel. And again, Trayson, great job, buddy. Thanks so much. Thanks for watching this video. And I want y'all to know that as much as it might seem like the video is just about Trayson and talking about what a good guy he is, and he is a good guy, by the way, it's really about us. It's about Liberators making the choice to lift up. One of the things that I remember somebody telling me as a young man was this, that if you want to be a man, you choose the hard things in life. And one of the hardest things for us to do is to get outside of ourselves and our own needs and our own desires for a moment and extend kindness to other people, to do the things that lift other people up. That's actually a hard thing to do. So one of the things I really respect about Trace, and I respect about so many of you around here, is that you make the choice day in and day out to lift others up. It's not the easy thing to do. The easier thing is to talk smack on other people, or complain about other people, or whine, or groan, or just not make the effort to lift other people up. That's the easy thing to do. And one of the things I never want it to be said about us here in Bolivar is that we always do the easy things. I want us to do the hard things, and I want us to choose to lift other people up. So thanks, Trayson, for your example, and for so many others of you out there who are setting that example. Look around you, see where the needs are, and lift others up by meeting those needs.